In Revelation 4, Johanan, John, is taken up into Jehovah's throne room, and he describes what he sees there, and who is in heaven. Revelation 4, After these things I saw, and behold, a door being opened in the Shamayim, heavens. And I heard the first voice as a trumpet speaking to me, saying, Come up here, and I will show you what is to take place after this. Here Yeshua introduces the book of Revelation, which is Yeshua's prophecy of future events. Revelation 4:2, And immediately I became in a ruah, and I saw a throne placed in the Shamayim, and one sitting on the throne. And he who sat there was like a jasper, and a ruby stone in appearance, and there was a rainbow around the throne, like an emerald in appearance. A similar description of Jehovah's throne is found in Ezekiel 1:4-28 and Isaiah 6:1-3. Revelation 4:4, And around the throne were 24 thrones, and on the thrones I saw 24 elders sitting, dressed in white garments, and they had crowns of gold on their head. Revelation 4:5, And out of the throne came lightnings and thunders and voices, and 7 lamps of fire were burning before the throne, which are the 7 Ruahoth, animated soul essences of Elohim. Matthew 12:40, For as Jonah, was 3 days and 3 nights in the stomach of the great fish, so shall the Ben of Adam be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. The first human to go to heaven was Yeshua, who was in the grave 3 nights and 3 days. The importance of Jehovah's feast days is illustrated here. Yeshua was the Passover lamb who was resurrected on the 3rd day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Yeshua was the high priest, or Kohen Gadol, who was not to be touched before going to the throne room of his Father. Johanan, John 20:17. Yeshua said to her, Do not hold on to me, for I have not ascended to my Father, but go to my brothers and say to them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, and my Elohim and your Elohim. 4 days later, Yeshua presented the first fruits in the form of the 24 elders to his Father on the day of first fruits, which is the last day of the 7-day Feast of Unleavened Bread. The elders were in their graves for an indeterminate time, perhaps hundreds or thousands of years, and at the moment of Yeshua's death were raised from the grave. Matthew 27:51, And see, the veil of the Mishkan was torn in two from top to bottom, and the earth was shaken, and the rocks were split, and the tombs were opened, and many bodies of the Kodashim who had fallen asleep were raised, and coming out of the tombs after his resurrection, they went into the Kodesh city and were seen by many. All humans go to the grave upon passing from earthly life until Yeshua, the King of the earth, returns. Then a very small portion of the dead and the living will be transformed into a heavenly body made up of fused entities of the divine male and the divine female, or the 144,000. Please subscribe and hit the like button. To donate, see the end of this video and at the first subtitle. Thank you for your support. Many Christians proclaim to be saved and therefore are exempt from the final judgment which takes place at the end of Yeshua's 1,000-year earthly reign. Another concept is Yeshua opened the door to the heavens, and now, because he loves us and gave his life for us, we are admitted to heaven directly upon death. There is no biblical proof of either of these Christian lies. The Bible word hell is translated from the original Hebrew words Sheol and Hades, meaning the abode of the dead or the grave. The Bible word hell originates from the Old English word hole, meaning a cellar or concealed place. Hell is not the same as the lake of fire, but over time Christian dogma has confused the lake of fire and the grave to be the valley of Ben Hinnom, which is a place where children were sacrificed to the pagan god Molech. 2 Kings 23:10. And he defiled Topheth, which is in the valley of Ben Hinnom, so that no man could make his son or daughter pass through the fire to Molech. Revelation 4:6. And before the throne was a sea of glass like crystal, and in the midst of the throne and around the throne were 4 living creatures, covered with eyes in front and back. Revelation 4:7. And the first living creature was like a lion, and the second living creature like an ox, and the third living creature had a face like a man, and the fourth living creature like an eagle flying. Revelation 4:8. And the 4 living creatures, each having 6 wings, were covered with eyes around and within, and they do not cease day and night, saying, Kodesh, 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 Jehovah El Shaddai, the Almighty, who was, who is, and who is coming. There are thousands of beings in heaven who are not resurrected humans, but messengers of Jehovah. They are part of an all-seeing structure that is presented with the 4 beasts at Jehovah's throne that are covered with thousands and thousands of eyes, inside and out. Jehovah sees into the heart of every human. The messengers of Jehovah gave instructions to humans, and at times those receiving the message did not obey and ended up dead. Revelation 4:9. And when the living creatures give esteem and respect and thanks to him who sits on the throne, who lives forever and ever, the 24 elders fall down and bow down before him who sits on the throne and who lives forever and ever, and they cast their crowns before the throne, saying, You are worthy, O Jehovah, to receive esteem and respect and power, for you have created all, and because of your desire they are and were created. As some of the world's leading Bible scholars, our goal is to reveal a truthful understanding and translation of the Bible, which is free of man-made religion. Join us for our next video, Revelation 5, and please hit the like button and subscribe. To donate or contact us by email, donate@BibleProphecyTruth.net. Send checks to Bible Prophecy Truth, 595 Muskoka Beach Road, Gravenhurst, Ontario, Canada, P1P1B1. Thank you for your support, and may Jehovah bless you and hold you close. Amen.